Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Isudoka Ezekwe. Today I will be teaching you what we call CSS, in full meaning cascading style sheet. So please make sure your WAMP server is running. See my own. If you are using XAMPP, run it. Make sure it's showing green here. Open your IDE. Open the first project, which we have done before or which we are working on. So this is it. If you are opening your browser for the first time, you can type localhost /first head, press enter key. This will open the project we are working on. So today, like I said, we are going to be using CSS to manipulate this page we are using to practice HTML and CSS. So let's assume this is your page. There is no place to write your code here in the middle, and you open your PHP. You open your NetBeans and you are looking at your PHP project here named first head. How do you access your page, which is the index page where we are working on? Then hold on 1 minute. So how do you access it? See this plus by the left, tap on it. This source files, tap on it. See the index.php here, double click on it. So you see you will arrive at the point where we are before. So what do I want to do? This area, this place where we have welcome to the first head, I want to place a background color to it. So what will I do? I'm going to be using inline CSS. Inline CSS is the CSS style we write directly at the HTML, at the tag level in our HTML code. Inline CSS is the CSS we are going to be writing, or is the CSS that we write at the tag level of our HTML. So what do I mean by tag level? These are tags. So you can write in your CSS in any of these tags depending on what you want to achieve. So what I want to do is this place that welcome to first head is displaying, I want to place a background color to it. So what should I do? You see this div, place your cursor at the end of that div, which is div. At the end of the v, place your cursor, press spacebar. Now type style equal to quote. This style is how we start our CSS. CSS is for what? For styling. Is for what? For styling. So a cascading style sheet help us to style our HTML. So I will write a property called background color. I'm going to let it be black. Be mindful of your syntax, that is the way you're coding. I said background dash color quote, and now whenever you after the quote you place your what, your color, then use semicolon to close this property. Anytime you are writing CSS, be mindful of this semicolon. If you didn't put this semicolon, your browser will be confused and you might bump into an error. So whenever you finish writing a particular property of CSS, please use semicolon to terminate it. Semicolon tells your browser that that particular property, you are done working with it, meaning that you are done coding it. Then you make use of it for me. You understand? You are telling the browser, I'm done coding this property, please you can now make use of it. For example, when I put semicolon here now, browser can now pick this background color black. Let me save and refresh. You see, it is black. It is black. But when it turns black, I can't see my welcome message. You see, so what do? I have to change the text. I have to do what? Change the text color. How do I do it? After the semicolon, because it is still a style, you can't keep creating style. You have style already here. All you need is to be writing property of a style. So we have written background color, first one. Second one, we can write white, sorry, color white. We terminate with semicolon. If you refresh, you see welcome to first head has turned to white with a background of black. You see what CSS has helped us to do. So you see this color properties, this is where it ends. Immediately it's ending, and using semicolon to terminate it. This one, see where it stopped. So this is how you'll be doing it. So secondly, let me tell us, for example, this span here, maybe by mistake it is touching at the edge of this screen. I want to shift it to the right a bit. What will you do? You use margin. You come towards that particular tag, you put space and now type style, then margin left. You can say 10px. You can say 10px. So what that margin left mean is, please shift this span tag from left to right a bit for me. Shift it a bit for me. So if you refresh, you can see it has shifted a bit. You can even increase it and say let it go to with 60 pixel. If you refresh, you see. So this is how you shift a text towards from left to right. You see. So what else? Okay, let me give this span a color. You can say color red. You see, it now has red color. So that is how you do CSS. So CSS and HTML are inseparable. You must know the two of them as they go, because you need this. The HTML cannot be on its own, CSS cannot be on its own. So you need to incorporate the two to be able to design your user interface. So this is how you can do what? Put background color, and put what text color, and also do margin, shift a text from left to right. So what else can we do? What else can we do? So we can do a lot. We can do a lot. For example, let's assume that this is H1 and this is H2. I don't want them to be like this. Okay, let me not use this one. Let me go down to this Italy. This Italy, or to this is bold tag. Let me go to this is bold tag. So for example, I come to this is bold tag and I repeat it. This is bold tag 2. If you refresh, you see how it is displaying, but at this time I don't want to break a line for this a bold tag to go down. I want this is a bold tag to be at the extreme right, and the other one should remain at the left. What should I do? I can create a style here in that particular tag, and I say float left. Then you come to what your second tag, you create another float, say float right. So let's refresh. So you see this is bold. This is the one that is at the left. See the one that is at the right. So you see the value of what? The value of CSS. This is the value of CSS. So this is a bold tag. This is a bold tag. This one is by the extreme right. This one by the extreme left. It is coming from this. It is coming from this. So we are going to be stopping here. We are going to be stopping here. In the next class, I'm going to show you guys more about HTML and CSS. So make sure you type everything I have on my computer here. Look at it in case you didn't follow up as quick as possible in typing it. You can see it now. So you can see it, you can type it, you can pause the video to type. Make sure you type. The more you type, the more you learn. The more you type, the more you learn. Okay, see you guys in the next class.